Good afternoon, everyone. John back with you, JandW Music. Today we'll be looking at the Boss ME25 multi-effects pedal. Got quite a bit of features that come with this model. And then we're going to look at the different features that it has with the clean, with the comp, and the effects, the preamp, the delay. You have your overdrive and distortion, your modulation, your reverb. So you got quite a bit to choose from. And then with your clean, your drive, your lead, crunch, heavy, and extreme. Then you have your different variations of each type, along with your drive, tone, and volume. And then of course you do have your pedal also, as far as to change your effects, whether it be volume or change it for the wah. But the Boss ME25 does have quite a bit of features going with it, so we're going to kind of go through some of them through this video, but we're not going to touch on all of them just because of the sheer amount that's with these. There's no way, as far as time wise, we'd be able to hit on everything that this particular model has. But yeah, the ME25 comes with quite a bit of features, especially kind of the bang for the buck that this particular model has. Usually street price on them at your big box store, your Guitar Center is $199. So but we'll touch on some of these features as we go through. The next thing we're going to look at, we're going to go ahead and take a look at the what's behind it, to see the different kind of connections that you'll be dealing with. Alright, looking at the back side of the Boss ME25, the first thing you'll have to the far left is the input, and that's also the power on. So when you plug in your input jack, that'll turn the model on. Next to it is a 1/8 inch auxiliary in. Then next to it to the right is your outputs, especially if you're running it to a board. You've got your stereo, your right and your left. But most folks, if you're just going to run it to your guitar or keep running it through your pedal board, as far as onto your amp, then you're going to just use the mono, just use the left. Then going further to the right, you have your 1/4 inch headphone jack. Then the audio USB cable, that way you can do some manipulations online as far as change the different patches and different things that it has to, different features. And then finally you have your DC in, so that way if you have your 9-volt power supply, you'll be able to run this. Next thing we're going to look at, the underneath and see what Boss has waiting for us. On the back side here, underneath of the Boss ME25, you can see that they've opted as far as additional power supply using batteries, and here they're wanting to use 6 AA batteries in case you don't have your power supply. So if you're out somewhere, there's nowhere to plug up, you can always, like I say, use batteries as your second choice power supply. The next thing we're going to do is go ahead and run through some of the features that the ME25 has. Welcome back, everyone. Now we're doing as far as the sound test of the ME25 by Boss. We're just going to kind of do a short run through of some of the features. Like I say, there's just so many this thing has that there's no way that we'd be able to run through every last thing and just be a video anybody would want to sit through. It'd be so long. So just kind of going through, we'll start with some of the sound library stuff and see how you like the sounds. to 2. We'll go ahead and swap it over to drive. Go back to 1. Go and switch it over to lean. See what the lead sounds like. Go back to 1. Go over crunch. Listen to some heavy. Some extreme. these sounds with that extreme. Just went back to clean one, kind of put in the super stack. See if we can tell the difference. This is our control. Alright, as always, these videos are not to, kind of show you everything you can do, but just kind of give you a little idea. That way, if you do decide to go to a music store anywhere, you may find these. You can kind of have an idea of where to start and tinker with it, but always, of course, depending on what you listen to, whether or not it be, metal, rock, country, blues, jazz, your setting's going to be a little bit different. If you happen to own one of these Boss pedals, whether it be the ME25, the ME50, ME70, 80, there's just a lot of variants. Let us know what you have. We'd love to hear from you. Put that down in the comments. Let us know what settings sound best for you when you play. As always, like, share, subscribe. We'd love to hear from you. And as always, stop dreaming, start playing.